Hello YouTube expertise. We got another video here. Today we're making a Call of Duty tier list. Um this is not a very updated list. I think we're only missing MW 2019, but I'll let you know about that I guess at the very end or whatever. So we have here Call of Duties from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Black Ops 4. I think we're missing some. This looks way too little, but I think we're missing some Call of Duties here. Anyway, um, we have here Ghost, World War II, Call of Duty 4, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and Advanced Warfare. So now, this is my opinion, of course. Um, you know, although I have a very critical opinion on Call of Duty, I also have a very unique take on a lot of these games that the average Call of Duty fan uh would not like for a fact. So we'll just start from left to right. So here we have Call of Duty Ghost. Um I don't want to make this video too long, but in my opinion, wait, hold on, let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, okay. So I guess SS. I'm assuming this person will only want like SS to be like the one and true Call of Duty and then just have okay. Well that's my take. Anyway, Call of Duty Ghost, in my opinion, right, okay, so be with me, sorry. Call of Duty Ghost, in my opinion, is A tier. Call of Duty Ghost was honestly a really good game. It's a lot more balanced than people actually think. Um, I know the honey badger would dominate most of the time, but if you take the time to actually go out of your comfort zone and start experimenting with different things, you would find that the game was actually really good. A lot of the guns were amazing. Although I do understand how customization, well, not but like unlocking attachments and stuff was very strange, especially prestiging and stuff. But to me, it was another unique take on the progression system in Call of Duty that has always been the same. So I appreciate the effort, although the execution wasn't the best. It was fine for its time. It got a lot of hate, but in my opinion, it's one of my favorites. So next we have Call of Duty World War II. I don't know most people's opinion on this, but in my opinion, it's the worst Call of Duty ever made. The campaign is complete garbage. It is the most boring, forgettable, average campaign there is on planet Earth. The multiplayer is terrible. Uh, they changed way too much to the point where it just made no sense. Where only SMGs can have silencers, and then you had a shotgun with incinerator rounds and stuff. So, and then you can only have one prick. It just didn't. It just made no sense. It wasn't fun. Grinding in that game was not fun. There wasn't a lot of good things, and then the zombies is just absolutely awful, absolute trash. They tried so hard to go with a horror theme and just try to be super super serious, where it just fell flat on its face, and it had zero replayability to it, and so in my opinion, it's the worst Call of Duty ever. Like it's at the very bottom, the bottom of the bottom, right? So, uh, yeah, Call of Duty World War II, worst Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4, very overrated. I'm gonna give it a C. It is my first Call of Duty, but looking back to it, it's very boring and not much to it. I mean, it's cool and all that. It helped revolutionize FPSs for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, but I mean, eh, retrospective look onto Call of Duty 4, it's not good. Here's one that I know will trigger a lot of people. Infinite Warfare is S tier. Um, Infinite Warfare is S tier because the multiplayer, if you look past for the simple fact that just because it was a it had a futuristic setting. In my opinion, if you dislike the game just because it's in a futuristic setting and that there's advanced mobility into the game, I think you need to grow up. Things change. If you would much rather play the same Call of Duty every year, you can go ahead and do that. But then it appears to be that a lot of people complain about that too. So if your only reason for disliking this game is again futuristic setting, start growing up. Honestly, because once you look past that, you actually have one of the best Call of Duties of all time. Okay, the weapons here was great. A lot of them would have like a alternative mode, right? So there was like a sniper that would be a sniper and an assault rifle. There was a lot of that. The supply drop system, of course, supply drops are bad, but they've done it in a way in terms of like the blueprints, like the different variants you get for you could buy those with the credits that you earn in the game and stuff. So it was really cool. The season pass gave you free stuff, like free guns and stuff. Although I know, it's not cool to like behind things, but you could also get it through doing some challenges. So honestly, it's one of the more fun Call of Duties that I've had. The campaign was phenomenal. The campaign was really good. They had Jon Snow in there. I really appreciated that little cameo. Um, if did they have zombies? Yeah, they did have zombies. Zombies in Spaceland alone is like one of the top five zombie maps of all time. I know a lot of people like Raven the Red Woods, although personally I'm not a really big fan of it. I like Attack of the Radioactive Thing, I think it's called. That to me is one of the better maps on there. But again, I know a lot of people don't like that map either. But the zombies was great. Multiplayer was amazing. Campaign was amazing. So it's probably the most well-rounded Call of Duty experiences you can have. And if you put aside the fact that you have freaking jetpacks and that it's in the future, then you can see that it's actually a really, 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 really good game. So now, Black Ops 3 easily SS. I'm gonna have two SS's here. Black Ops 3 has probably the best Call of Duty experience you can have to date. I think Call of Duty 3 is the most timeless Call of Duty. Um, Again, it is in the future, but if you don't like that, that's on you. Um, the zombies in that game is one of the best gaming experiences you can have. Period. The graphics on there are great. The zombies experience is the best you can have. The replayability of Black Ops 3 is honestly very surprising. And so the multiplayer was super fun. I'm like a Prestige 3 on there. Excuse me, I'm a Prestige 3 on Black Ops 3. And so that's like the highest prestige I am on any Call of Duty because I don't play a lot of Call of Duty, but uh, I'm the highest on there, right? So the replay value of Black Ops 3 to me is unmatched. So there you go. Modern Warfare 2. Another opinion that a lot of people aren't going to like. C tier. Uh, Campaign was great. Thing is, the multiplayer was not good in my opinion. Very very buggy, very glitchy, very unbalanced and unnecessary. I know a lot of people will make the argument, oh, but that's because it's fun. Okay, but personally, I'd much prefer a more balanced experience where everything, doesn't have to be one gun. A lot of Call of Duties have that problem where it's always that one gun that dominates, and then that everybody starts using that one gun. So, Modern Warfare 2 had a lot of that going on. So, plus the customization and the weapon loadout and all that work, it's not good. It's not really that good. Campaign is great if you guys. I do recommend you guys picking up the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. It's only $20, so if you have 20 bucks to spare, you should go ahead and cop that. It's actually pretty fun. I really like the multiplayer, or not. Sorry, not the multiplayer, the campaign in Modern Warfare 2. It's one of the better campaigns in the Call of Duty franchise, so I definitely say pick that one up. But multiplayer is not good. And the Spec Ops on there, I didn't. I didn't play too much, but from my experience, it's nothing special. So, World at War. Um, Again, triggering some fans, but World at War aged so badly. It's in the trash tier or the bottom tier, whatever. World at War, the campaign isn't good. You have a very terrible multiplayer that, in my opinion, just ate so bad. If you try to play that game now, um, as a new Call of Duty player, you'd be so confused, dude. It'd be so asinine, right? So trash tier. It's not a good game, and the zombies in there is terrible. Black Ops 1 again gonna trigger some people. Not good. The most overrated Call of Duty of all time, but campaign was phenomenal. But that's it. It only had a good campaign. Multiplayer was fun, but I mean, after a while, it becomes the same thing of you just running around with the same weapons. You know, the AK or the Commando, whatever. It's just the same thing over and over again. Not a good Call of Duty. The zombies. The only good maps I've seen that are Kino and Moon, and then the rest is just terrible. I mean, you have five, in my opinion, the worst zombies map, worst zombies experience of all time. So, C tier. It's not in trash just because of for the single fact that it probably has the best campaign in of all Call of Duty. So, Black Ops 4. Um, Black Ops 4 got a lot of hate, although I see why. Thing is, Black Ops 4, yeah, it got boring. Yeah, it became it had this weird, like, essence to it where it was just not too replayable. It kind of, it was a bit too serious and stuff, but if you just look at the good parts of it and, like, kind of recall and just, think about, the innovations that they took. I mean, they added, like, healing. They took away automatic healing, and you would have to heal your own self. I love that aspect of the multiplayer. Um, Customization was fun. I liked the customization on the game. Grinding was very tedious, but I mean, it was good enough, you know. So that the zombies, I look back at it and kind of think how Treyarch really missed the potential with it, but with what we have in Black Ops 4 is actually a pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. It passes the test. Um, I know a lot of people don't like the new crew. I forget what they're called, but the new zombies crew. Personally, I like them. I think their story is interesting, especially with the ancient evil map. I really like that one. Um, But I much rather play these zombies than Black Ops 1 zombies. I'll tell you that. That's just my opinion, though. Um, but yeah, Black Ops, Black Ops 4, I would say, is in the very middle. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad, right? So it's okay. Modern Warfare 3, as S tier. This is my personal favorite Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3 was the first Call of Duty where I really started getting into it. Um, the multiplayer from Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion, is just one of the best multiplayer experiences you can have, period. Uh, the ACR and all the weapons on there, especially the assault rifles, they were all, like, really good. They were all well balanced. And with the customization and the weapon system they had, you see how every gun had basically the same perks and the same attachments almost, right? So in that regard, it's very balanced, and you can have a lot of fun combinations with different weapons. So plus survival, I know a lot of people don't really care for survival, but for those that actually take some time to take a look at the third game mode of Call of Duty. Survival was honestly super fun. To me just as fun as zombies, in my opinion. But yeah, and plus the campaign was great too. Next we have Black Ops 2. Um, Most people's favorite Call of Duty. I definitely understand why. Black Ops 2 is the most refined Call of Duty experience you can have. You have an amazing campaign, an amazing multiplayer, an amazing zombies mode, right? So uh automatically it would get a S because the multiplayer was great. If we can all recall back then to the fun times that we have during the multiplayer and the weapon balancing and everything, it was very fun. The gold camo was fun. It was fun playing the game. It was fun grinding. It was fun to actually play a game. A lot of these Call of Duties, they lose that factor of replayability and just having fun. Black Ops 2 was fun throughout the whole time, just as much as Black Ops 3, but I think Black Ops 3 has a little bit more of that factor than Black Ops 2. But regardless, it's still a lot of people, and I won't argue to that people think that this is the best Call of Duty ever. I wouldn't argue that point. So Advanced Warfare, A tier. Simple. Again, look past the fact that it had advanced movement and the fact that it's in a futuristic setting. If you took a moment to actually grow up and you know look past something that simple and that dumb, you would see another good Call of Duty game. The weapon balancing was not good in this game. However, it was still a fun game to play because it wasn't as bad as say Modern Warfare 2, right? So you had the BAL, you had the speakeasy and stuff. Though I mean, it was still fun to play. You still had other options and stuff. Um, if you took into consideration, they also had um the the classic game mode where there wasn't any advanced movement. You wouldn't be able to double jump or dash. Um, that in it of itself was still a fun experience. I mean, a lot of the maps were also built with both placements in mind, right? So the map design here is also good. Now I think about how Sledgehammer had to, combine all of these like different ways to move around now that they added an extra layer of mobility. They did a really good job with Advanced Warfare. So I'll give props to Sledgehammer for doing their job with Advanced Warfare, even though a lot of people don't like it. The campaign, decent enough. Zombies is, I mean, debatable, but I'm more a bit on the, I lean more towards the it's good side, but I definitely see why a lot of people don't like it, but it's whatever. So here is Call of Duty list. What do you guys like? What do you guys don't like? Let me know. Again, this is only my opinion. I know there are some people who would be happy to yell at me for Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, but um, you know, uh, let me know. Hit like or dislike, and I'll talk to you guys to another time. Bye bye.